Okay, so actually, is that good? Yeah, I think the lighting's good. Can't tell. This camera doesn't. Blah blah blah. Anyway, this is life without video games. Days 7 through 11. It's been a while because, well, I was busy over the weekend and just the last couple days. It's kind of been the aftermath of the weekend. I went to a giant uh, well, not that giant, medium-sized Lego thing called Scouting for Bricks in Leesburg, I think it was, Virginia. And it's this like little Lego convention thing, and I was with my Lego train group, and you can kind of see my steam engine and subway train and stuff up there, Lego. So yeah, I was part of that, and actually behind me you can probably see my two houses, and then on the floor there's my auto dealership, which has a roof and things now, and might have before, but I also got lights in it, so that is good. Anyway, I've been sitting here pretty much most of today sorting Legos, which mostly done. That was almost entirely full when all the way up when started, so I got most of it sorted into all my, here, let me turn the other light on so you can see that better. My 45 different categories of those size, plus a couple smaller, this size, like for silver pieces and that kind of thing. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to. Last week, I think it would have been on the 7th day, probably. That was probably the worst day. I think that was Thursday. That was like the worst day. I was in horrible withdrawal, really, 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 really depressed. But that was kind of most of the day. But then, sort of in the evening, I finally started to get a little bit better. And again, I haven't exactly been completely good because I did a couple times. I was playing my Game Boy, but like I said, it was one of those off places with absolutely nothing else to do. Like, my sister had a doctor's appointment, so my parents were away from the house. The only car around was the Saab with a stick shift, which my sister can't drive, so I had to drive her there and wait for her. So I couldn't find my book that I wanted to bring. So anyway, I'm just rambling on. This is probably going to be a little bit longer video than I usually try and do for this type of thing because, it's been like 6 days since the last time I made a video. But anyway, hopefully, hopefully I will soon be able to, get some footage of, actually, it'll first be the last show I was at about a month ago, or model train show. I got a lot of footage from that. The Lego display we had that was pretty small, but I got a lot of footage of the, HO, O gauge, G gauge. They had all sorts of different ones. And also I got some footage of this show, though only really our train group, but there's pretty decently sized display, so hopefully some of that will be up soon, along with maybe a new Lego car crash video. Oh, and actually I should show this as well. This is what I have. Well, actually, see, I'm supposed to have this paper over the lamps, but that one fell off when I tried to show the car dealership. But I got this little set, which is covered in junk from me, cleaning up, bringing everything back home after the weekend. But there's making a little Lego stop motion set. There's gonna be like, two cars racing, and then one of them will like crash and flip, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not really, I don't have very good patience, but I spent, a couple hours doing it, so alright, I think that's good. Well, hopefully we'll get a video up tomorrow and get some work done on brake lines, because right out that window is our old minivan. Been sitting in that driveway for like a year. I want to drive my van again. I love that van. So hopefully I'll get some work done on the brake lines tomorrow, and maybe a couple other tasks done as well. So night.